Hello YouTube, I just thought I'd take a chance to do a quality review of my Jeep Commander. This gets quite a bit of scrutiny about its quality, which I think's dumbfounded. Sorry, I was just cleaning the lens. Okay, anyways, let's get to it. I'm filming with my HTC Sensation 4G. Okay, well, there is some warping on the A-pillar there, and it's seen easier right there. But other than that, the A-pillars are very strong. Don't wiggle. It fits nicely. Well, pretty nicely. And there's a little gap right there, but and then that one fits nice and flush all the way around. The sun visors are real nice and thick. They're not like a wire or anything. They're plush. Really nice built. Vented light with mirror. See, I'm not ugly in this one. You have your little, I believe this is intended to be a sunglasses pocket. I've never really been able to figure it out. I always just use it for sunglasses. Right there. This pulls out, and then it also slides. The headliner doesn't really press up very much at all. And it is very nice and plush. I believe it's been replaced though because it kind of sags in spots, and there's a little bit of a watermark around this one, see right there. So I think that the sunroof either leaked at one point or it was left open. Well, you have a very nice dimming mirror. It's thick as all get out. Very, very durably put on there. You have your high beam dimmer and then your photo sensor for the rain sensing windshield wipers. That's the infrared temperature sensor that senses the temperature beaming down inside here during the summer. And then that one senses your body temperature right there, and then it calibrates it to be the most comfortable temperature it can be. Okay, this chrome piece around here will come up. Well, it used to. Okay, there we go. This comes off, of course. With most Chryslers, that does come off. And you can see how it's built in there. But it's not the easiest thing to come off. It doesn't fall off or anything. I can get it back in there. There we go. And then my heater decided to turn off. You have these buttons right here, heated seats. They work great. Very nice filling button. Has nice resistance. Your traction control button feels nice. Tow haul mode, of course, feels nice. You have a switch for your adjustable pedals. Let me get a light on. You can see it a little bit. They're not that loud. They're louder whenever it's cold. Okay. That's for your vents in the very, very back. You have your little trip computer and everything here. I'll show you through the menus that it has. Menu, you can choose your language, display, door locks, unlock, remote link to memory, sound lock, horn with locks, flashlights with locks, headlamp delay, illuminated. And all of that. Step 38 miles to empty, 158.8 trip miles. That's how many miles we've put on it, I believe. I'm not sure. Time elapsed. That's how many hours this Jeep has ran, or does that mean? Oh, okay. 46 hours, and then I can reset that. Okay, so since we've had it, it's ran 46 hours, I guess. No, I don't know. Anyways, you have tire pressure. You can monitor each and every single tire individually. How many miles to service, and then your average fuel economy, and then your clock, and thermostat. Not thermostat. I'm sorry, I'm having brain farts here. Temperature and compass. You have your park, reverse, neutral, drive. Then your selectable gears. And you have a nice simple gauge layout. The vents here are very nice. They won't come off or anything. These are real bolts. They're on there for a styling standpoint. It's not because they want to be cheap. Then you have a nice little hole right here to put things in. I usually put my cell phone, I believe. No, I put my cell phone up there. You have your power mirrors, your windows lock, your door lock, and your power windows. You have your memory seat. You have a very large Boston Acoustics speaker. There's a little bit of a sharp edge here, but other than that, it's very sturdy. It doesn't wiggle very much. It is hard down here, but it's padded here, and then padded up here. None of this will come off. It's all on there very nicely. It's padded up here, but the plastic here is a very nice, it doesn't sound hollow. It's a thick sounding plastic. You can see your mold lines, of course, there. I mean, quality's not excellent in here, but it's definitely acceptable. This doesn't come off as with many cars I've seen. Very nice filling steering column. See a lot of cars that kind of creak with that. You have tilt steering, of course. It's not telescoping in this year. It's damped, so it doesn't just flop. You do have a fit and finish issue here. See how it's nice and tight over here, then it gets big. It could be just a clip undone, something. It's just fit and finish issue. But over here it's pretty decent. And then that seems to follow nicely there. This, I imagine I could probably get to come off, but I don't really care to try. There's a little bit of warp right there. Everything's solid. The dash is in two separate pieces. There's a face to it. It's not that hollow sounding hard. Doesn't push in or anything. It's all one piece all the way up there. Solid filling vents. Nice speaker covers. The radio's very nice quality.
And nighttime too, till you're wondering what to do.
Don't worry, I don't listen to that shit. It has a 6-disc CD changer. It's, I believe, a 283 watt Boston Acoustics sound system. You have a nice little pocket here. This won't come off or anything. Nice fit and finish around this. Good fit and finish on the glove box. It has a gap, but it stays like that all the way across. There's no bad lines there. It's a decent sized glove box. It's not flimsy or anything. No real sharp edge. There's a little bit of a mold line right there. It doesn't scratch up this plastic. It's all solid. Nice, hard, solid plastic. There is a fit and finish issue right there. Stated this in another video. Kind of has a gap there, but not a gap here. No biggie. Easy to use climate control. It's automatic, infrared, as I stated earlier. Well, you have two power outlets here. You have a little storage area right there. Storage area there. Storage area here. You have your 4-wheel drive low for your quadra drive 2 system. Very nice gear selector. This is kind of flimsy, but Chrysler, I know in my 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee, it had the gear selector over here, and it had this kind of like circles that were attached to each other like that, and a lot of them would get stuck and then they'd separate, and then you'd have just a big old gap that you could see down in there, which you can't on this one. And the Jeep Grand Cherokee I had that over at the 4-speed selector, and then over here it had the select track, and it was doing the same thing. There is some chrome peeling right there, but other than that, there's no chrome peeling anywhere on this. It's not very good quality fake chrome. I mean, I don't really know of any car that puts real chrome in them unless it's like a Bentley or something. You have two very nice solid cup holders. It's very hard to get this out, that way you can actually clean that. You have a storage area there. It's not very padded here. I'm not going to say that it is. If you get the Overland trim, it would be leather and very padded, but this is just kind of slightly padded, not really. I mean, it's not horrible, but yeah. It's warping there that I think you can see. It's very sturdy. It's not creaky or anything. It's very small in there, but you have your pencil holder, you have your change holder, and actually it has a spot for quarter, nickel, penny, and dime, which a lot of them will just go up to the penny and then leave the dime out. It's very, very small in there. You can't see very well, but it's very small. I just turned on the light for you. There you go. It's very small in there, and then little sticky pieces there. You have a little holder for napkins or whatever you want. Then let's show you this. It won't come separated at all. There's nothing that will. Can't take any rings off of this stuff or anything. You have a e-brake right here, which is nice. The steering wheel's nice and thick all the way around. You have your cruise control and resume. You have a 545 RFE 5-speed transmission. It's built by Chrysler, which is actually, believe it or not, Chrysler built a better transmission than the NAG1 alternative that would be hooked up to a 3.7 V6. The NAG1, or WAG850, I believe it's called, is a Mercedes-Benz 5G-tronic transmission, which actually proves to be pretty unreliable in many Chrysler vehicles. It's a Mercedes-Benz design, but it's built by Chrysler. It also carries over not to be that reliable in Mercedes-Benz. This one, I personally have done research, and it has a lot better reviews as far as being reliable. There's not very many problems that I've found personally with it. Most of the problems with Commanders with failing transmissions are with the NAG1. The most popular model trim sold was the Sport model, and most of them have the 3.7 V6. Early 2006 models, this is not a early 2006. This wasn't made in 2005 or anything. We'll take that off again. It used to have something that said when it was made. Where is it? I can't find it now. Oh, okay. It was made in March. Okay, this part here at least was made March the 9th of 2006. So it's not an early 2006 model. This has proven very reliable for us. You see reviews, and most of them are early 2006 Sport models. They'll have a lot of electrical problems, but since this is a limited and it's a later model, they fixed a lot of the issues. And also 2006 was the best-selling year of it. the track is exposed on both sides, but I don't believe that it's supposed to be like that. I don't really know what the issue there is, but it's a nice filling cover. The sunroof opens, and it's very nice sounding. You have auto close too, which is a very nice feature. You have your home link. The plastic here, there's another cubby. Nothing will come off. This doesn't come off either. You have a nice vanity, well, map light there. Your oh shit handle is very far away from the driver. And of course you have those toggles. I'm kind of jumping around here. The turn signal stock feels very nice and solid, as does the windshield wiper stock. My windshield wipers are kind of dirty, and that kind of pisses me off because I just sent this through the car wash and now I have lines on it. Fuck. Sorry for my bad language. Yeah, it won't grind. It has anti-grind technology on it. I don't really know if you'd consider that technology or not. It has smart key with the key fob built in. Nice ignition switch. There are some mold lines. I mean, if you're getting really anal, you can find some mold lines on here, but for the average person, I mean, this is more than suitable. It's not overly loud. The interior sound volume's nice. The leather quality, this is vinyl here, vinyl there, but that's leather. It has perforated leather, and then you have leather all up here. You just have vinyl in those two spots, and then, of course, on the side you have your vinyl, which not very many cars actually have leather there. You have vinyl on this side as well, but the leather wraps around here. Then you have your leather here. That's leather, and that's vinyl. It's a very common thing for cars to be built this way. You have very nice stitching. It's very nice and straight. There's no errors on it. Very nice tight, close stitching. You have a nice little design there that carries through on all of the seats. They're perforated leather seats. The quality of the leather is very nice. It's not able to be damaged very easy. It's a nice, somewhat firm, but it's supple. I have no cracking in any of the leather. It's not fading, wearing badly or anything. Very supportive, comfortable seats. This is not selected for me. Actually, I don't believe I have my choice anymore. Okay, yeah, it went back to mine. I have no problem with thigh support. Let's see. Try to show you. Very nice supportive seats. Very nice interior, really. I'll show you the back seat. Back seat is vinyl on the sides, but every single part of the back seat is leather. It's all leather. You don't have those exposed seat rails. Well, not too much. It's not sharp like a lot of Chrysler vehicles. And the cinnamon pouch that makes it smell good. You have the pouch here. You have your chrome door handle. That's just a pencil mark. Anyways, quality follows through. Like I said, if you get the Overland, this is, of course, the same, but this will be leather, I believe. That's leather wrapped. There's a lot more leather parts in it. That would be leather. Slight warping. It's very minor. The door for the DVD player is nice. Little rubber things popped off. You have your vents to let the DVD player cool down. It's nicely attached. Then, of course, there's a little bit of mud stuck in there from whenever I went off-roading. That's vinyl, to be expected. Leather back here is very nice quality. It follows through on all 4 seats. It has a slide-out cup holder. It's not a flimsy one. It's really nice and sturdy. Your headliner doesn't push in or anything, like I know a lot of Chrysler vehicles will. You have these sunshades right here for your skylights. They're very nice. There is a rattle on this one coming from right there. I believe I probably broke it because I accidentally pulled on this very hard, so that could be me or it could just be the Jeep. I don't remember it whenever we bought it though. You have your DVD display, infrared. It'll show the infrared. Let's just turn it on. That's infrared. That's how it transmits to your headphones. Then you have your display. Looks pretty old looking display. Turn that off. It's a nice headliner. Like I said, I've said that several times. This is damped. Coat hook. Light. Room back here, not so great. But it's very comfortable. The seats recline. So it ends up being comfortable. We're going to get back out. I'm sorry, I have to fold up the front seat. There we go. To open the third row, just pull on this. They open like such. Pull up here. It's a tumbling seat. You have a little step area here, and then that's soft. That way you can put your knee in there for easier access. I need a vacuum in here very well. It has almost 90,000. Wait, it has 95,000 miles basically on it. Nice seating. It's all covered with plastic down here. You have a handle here to help you get in. Then, that actually is mud. No, that's not mud. Sorry, there was a Snickers and nougat in it, or whatever the creamy part is. You have controls that look like they're out of a Sebring, in my opinion. This is controlled ultimately up front with a button. You have same vents as up front. This is all sturdy. You have your intake. Well, actually, that's not intake. That's a foot vent. Sorry. The legroom, they're very close to the floor, but aside from that, it's not the worst in its class. You have a light back here. Then you have your backup sensors. You have very little rear visibility, which is obvious now. And then there's some warping right there. And then that's actually separated. But this is vinyl, all of this back here, as with most are. But overall, the quality in here is very tolerable. This all folds down to be completely flat. Gonna get out. To close this, it's very easy. Let's back to normal. You do not get very much cargo room back here, but you have grocery sack hooks. To fold this, just pull that trigger, push, and it tumbles. Both ways. Well, thank you for watching my quality review of my 2006 Jeep Commander Limited. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.